right, everybody. Well, welcome back, and today we're very lucky joined by PFL lightweight Olena Kolesnyk. Olena, thank you very much for giving us some time. I really appreciate it. I know it's a bit late, so we do appreciate your time. Olena, first of all, first question, we'd like to know about your origin story and how you became involved and started your training in mixed martial arts. And what point did you realise that you wanted to go professional? Because I know in the Ukraine, sort of, and in Eastern Europe, MMA and that sort of stuff only sort of came around a bit later. So how did you get involved and begin your training?
How I became pro MMA?
Yeah.
I want money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean that's a good enough reason than any of them to get into it. So, Olena, we've had the privilege of speaking to your coach Dennis Davis, as well as a lot of other coaches at Xtreme Couture MMA. Can you just speak to the impact that Dennis has had on your martial arts career?
He's my head coach now.
And how is that? How is working with Dennis?
He's great. He's really smart. He unpredictable. We're sparring today. It's always hard. And I think he knows key to any opponent. And I'm lucky to work with such smart coach. So and I'm happy every day of training. So, and I'm happy that we both focus on a successful tournament of PFL. So I'm really lucky. And what can I say? I think I said everything after my fight. So
fair enough. Olena, I saw in the post-fight interview from your last fight, and it was an amazing sort of quote you said about never giving up, and I saw how it was tattooed on your wrist as well. That determination and that mindset that you have, do you believe that is what sets you apart from your competition heading into the playoffs?
I think everything together, it's something what I learned from really bad experience of communication with different people. But I appreciate any experience, but I have a good lessons in my life. I have a bad lessons in my life. So for now, I know only one rule. Whatever happened in your life, you just cannot give up, because there is really easy to give up. There is really easy to say, oh, I cannot anymore. Oh, I'm tired and anything else, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Like, I cannot, it's hard. No. It's really easy to put everything down and just sit and cry in the corner. So my credo, the favorite phrase, as I told you, one of my favorite politics, Winston Churchill said, never give up in anything. So yeah, but let's be honest, this phrase, never give up, I heard first from K1 fighter Masato. And he often used this phrase, and I thought, yeah, it's really good, and it's what I'm thinking and what I can involve in my life. So whatever happened, guys, if you're still alive, you can change it if you really want it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a really powerful message as well. So, Olena, can you speak to how it is working with Sugar Ray Sefo in the PFL? As you posted the other day, and it seems to be a really great experience for you. So can you just talk to what it's like working with Sugar Ray?
Oh, legend is great. I think I became red. Legend is great. So and I'm really lucky to have such a good team, like my head coach Dennis Davis, and to see every day in the gym Ray Sefo, legend. I don't know how to explain for you guys. The people who grew up in K1 fights, like my guys from Ukraine, still texted me and they said, wow, we're so proud of you. You see such a huge legend like Ray Sefo. We're so proud of you, girl, that you have such opportunity to even speak with them. I said, wow, I'm not proud of me. I'm like happy and excited. You know,
Yeah.
I can ask him any advice. I can ask him about like his um, vision of the future fights. So it's I'm just really appreciate to be training in Extreme Couture, and I'm God bless this gym and all people who involved inside. So my coach Dennis Davis, Ray Sefo, coach Eric Nixon, really kind person. Like since first day I come there in Extreme, like he always support me and say, "Hi girl, you okay?" "Yeah, coach, I'm okay." You know, always smile.
Yeah.
Honestly, he looked like a singer from Imagine Dragons. I tell you, but you copy of this singer. I'm a huge fan of Imagine Dragons, so
Yeah.
you know something similar. And you're like, yeah, sure, copy. So gym is amazing. People are great. Me surrounded real champion in UFC, in Bellator. So it's cool to watch people and grow up to see such great names surround me. So it's huge motivation for me.
100%. Olena, the great Joanna Jedrzejcyk recently retired, and I saw your Instagram post about how much she's inspired you throughout your career, and a lot of the young martial artists can agree with that statement. Do you have a favorite fight of Joanna's? And have you spoke with Joanna recently?
So she congratulations me after my first win. Proud of Ukraine, and I know her since 2019. So I train with her in the one gym. We're not trained together, but we often speak in changing room. So really nice girl, really kind, smart. So and yeah, she is great, and she had a great career. And I wish her all the best in the future. I'm sure she will be a great businesswoman and hope great mother.
Yeah.
You know, for us Eastern European girls, it's really important to become a mother after all.
Yeah, for sure. So, Olena, do you have a desire to fight in the other promotions out there, like Bellator, ONE FC, and the UFC, or would you be content to spend the rest of your career at the PFL?
I think it's not, you know, like to speak about the rest of my career is too early.
Yeah.
I'm just too hungry for fights.
Yeah.
So for myself, for nowadays, I'm really happy to be in PFL. So I don't want to think about any other tournaments.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like I cannot predict the future, but I'm happy to be in PFL, great organizations, good people, great staff. When we fly, all fighters in the PFL bubble, like all staff help us. Everybody's really kind. So there is no questions with the paying money. There is no questions with if you need something, everyone help you. So I cannot wish better. I'm just appreciate to be a part of this. Of the PFL.
100%. Look, Olena, last question from us. We really appreciate you giving us some time. I know it's late, so we do appreciate your time. Obviously, you're scheduled to face Larissa Pacheco in a rematch from last season. What have you learned since your loss to Larissa, and what do you plan to bring to the fight this time around?
Well, before Larissa fight, I pray God for humble. So this fight make me humble pretty well. It was a great lesson to the rest of my life. So yeah, like I'm happy it's happened because it can be worse. But I'm not such a person who can stop by such ending of fight. So for me, it's part of our job. When we step in the cage, everything can happen. So, you know, I have fun when I have fights, and I'm really focused and more motivated than I was last year. Like, to be honest, that I fight with Larissa, I knew really close to the fight. So I wasn't ready even, like, I wasn't ready for 100% for this girl. But not for this time. I know it will be really tough fight, I'm sure it will be war. This is exactly what I told her when we were in the cage face to face, that let's make a show in London. It will be bleedy, will be painful. So I'm sure we make a huge show, and I will left all my soul and all my body in the cage. You know, for me, like kill or be killed. So for this time, definitely, like last fight, as if you saw this, like it was my huge mistake to became a little bit, how to say, picky, bitchy. So, and I make a huge mistake, and I was catched, and I was punished for this. So, as I told you, like I was humble after this. So, great lesson from God. Yeah. So, for now, I will be a little bit different for sure. And to me, it's a huge honor to fight in London, because huge boxer fighters were there, like Vladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, Usyk, like, you know, this is people who inspire me. So it will be all present Ukraine in London, and I know in London we have a huge Ukrainian community, so I will be glad to see anyone with Ukrainian flag and just say hi to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Well, look, Olena, thank you very much for giving us some time today, and we're really looking forward to seeing your next fight, as you've just laid out. So look, we're wishing you all the best in training and all the best in preparing for your upcoming fight, and we'd love to talk to you again in future.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olena.